we are all invited to eat out and make our meals count in September. TV personality and chef Andrew Zimmern has joined the No Kid Hungry campaign to help end childhood hunger across America. He joins us live by satellite from Minneapolis this morning, along with Jennifer Kaleba from No Kid Hungry Iniative. Good morning, folks. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Andrew, let's start with you. You're obviously in the kitchen a lot. You've been around the country, traveling around, and you know the statistics. They're pretty stark about childhood hunger.
Yeah, it's pretty darn awful. In a nation that I believe is the greatest civilization in the history of the world, the idea that nationally the statistics are 1 in 5 children are food insecure is staggering to me. We have the food. It's a distribution and access problem. It's a shame and stigma problem. Hunger looks a lot different here in America than it does in all the countries that I visit in my 9-to-5 job at Travel Channel. These are working class families who, have jobs, who are trying to make ends meet, who are running out of money at the end of the month and have to decide between paying an electric bill, buying medicine, or buying food. In Virginia alone, 1 in 6 children are food insecure. It's actually one of the states that has better numbers than the national average. But 1 in 6 is obviously still a massive problem. And as kids are heading back to school, drive by the bus stops and look at the swarms of kids and imagine what that number does and the trickle down that impedes education, impedes progress, puts a strain on our health system as well. This is a national emergency. It's an epidemic. I think it borders on criminality. We have to solve this, and No Kid Hungry's Dine Out campaign every September allows people to go to local restaurants like Captain D's and Grimaldi's and Ruby Tuesdays in your town, as well as dozens of others. You just got to go to the website, nokidhungry.org, and plug in your zip code and see what restaurants you can participate in, or just make a cash donation right there and help this wonderful organization get food into the places where kids are seeing the most, which is our schools.
Jennifer, tell us about No Kid Hungry campaign and how folks just every day here can get out and help.
Absolutely. Well, as Andrew said, 1 in 5 kids in the country, 1 in 6 in Virginia, struggling with hunger. So when you go and you dine out for No Kid Hungry, that dollar that you donate, No Kid Hungry is able to turn that into 10 meals for kids so that they are able to get things like breakfast in the schools or summer meals so that you can put more gas in your summer meals trucks to reach children in rural areas or inner city areas where the services just aren't as ready available. And we're also able to teach families how to take their money, their limited resources, and shop and cook healthily on a budget. So when you dine out for No Kid Hungry, you're raising up your own family and you're helping other families in Virginia.
Andrew, we've all worked on empty stomachs. Can't imagine what that must be like for a child in school opening up a textbook.
Yeah, it's a shame. My son is in the public school system here in the Twin Cities, and we're really blessed. My son doesn't have to worry about where his next meal comes from. But I meet classmates of his and friends of his all the time whose families are food insecure, and there's so much stigma and shame associated with this. The image of hunger, when I was growing up, was a small child in a foreign country, and a UNICEF pledge was involved. Here we have staggering numbers of Americans, working Americans, that can't afford to feed themselves. In an election year, we have to make this an issue. We have to do everything that we can to feed all Americans. We all win when we all win, as the late Senator Paul Wellstone from Minnesota used to say, and it all starts with food. Tip O'Neill used to say all politics are local. What's more local than feeding ourselves every day and helping to feed our community? This is a national emergency, and I don't think that people are quite aware of how staggering the problem is.
It's called the No Kid Hungry campaign. Andrew and Jennifer, we thank you so much, and we wish you continued success. And Jennifer will say hi to your mom in Harrisonburg. How about that?
Thank you very much.